Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the comic shop. Normally I show you how to finish a 3D print, but in this one I'm going to be taking an old 3D print, stripping this down and redoing it all over again. So stay tuned, you don't want to miss this one. It's BZ Comics. Let's get it. The main thing that I'm worried about is stripping this all down and getting this looking nicely finished. Looking at the inside, you can already tell what I'm gonna have to do. I'm not sure why I have so many cuts, what my thought process was at the time. Again, this was my first attempt at a helmet, so I cut it up a lot, even the ears. So when I'm sanding this stuff down, I'll see if I have to take those apart again and resolder, because I'm not sure if I soldered it. I'm pretty sure I did, but we'll see what I did with that. If I just use like a lot of Bondo and it's stuck with the Bondo. But with this part, it's mainly stripping the paint down and just making sure the attachments look good. Now, there's no amount of elbow grease in the world that I could use WD-40, anything like that would make me want to like sand this by hand with my palm sander. I do have my sanding block, but for this one, I really want this to come out good. So I want a good finish, a good start, a good base. So I got this palm sander here. Basic palm sander is like 20 bucks. Got it from Walmart, so for the first time, I'm gonna give this a try.
Music licensing reimagined.
So a small part of the jaw did break, but for the most part the helmet was super easy to sand. Even a lot of the crusted parts. Focus. Where there were a lot of clumps, everything like that came down super easily. So I'm still gonna have to hand sand just a little bit. Even under the eyes came down super easy. It was a little hard to get into some of those corners, so some of that I'm still gonna have to hand sand. But this stripped the paint pretty good. Now I'm just gonna solder the inside and just re-strengthen this whole thing and pretty much take off that duct tape. So that's gonna be step 2. Okay, so as you can tell, it's not done. I just ran out of primer, and so it's 2 different colors, but the black, it's good that I used that one Just like on my Black Panther helmet, like I said, using that's gonna tell me, because this is gonna be, that's where it's gonna be black, it's gonna tell me what's gonna show through. As you can see, the eyes I got down a lot better. I had to do that by hand. Still gonna need a little bit more Bondo, a little bit more TLC there. But for the rest of the helmet, as you can see, that palm sander did a hell of a job. So everything is knocked down nice and evenly. I got inside and soldered. So some of those places where I did that, I'm just gonna have to put a little bit more Bondo. But this one's not as hard as I thought it would be. I thought this would take a lot more work. It's coming together quite well. Bang. All right, so still got a little bit of work to do. Starting with these, the eyes. I ordered some LED eyes for my Mr. Beast helmet, and I'm ordering some of these. They just take long. That's what's holding up this video a little bit. This video and Cyborg's helmet. I'm just waiting for the shipment of those lights to get in here to finish this up. But I'm gonna be putting some red LED eyes in here. The white LED eyes, which are for the Mr. Beast helmet, are gonna get here first. So I'll probably just throw those in here and then make the video and then switch it out after that. But same process, just gonna be a different color. But as you can see, guys, the red was a perfect color, and black. Oh my goodness. This kind of reminds me, if you guys are old enough, if you remember Batman Beyond, like that red and black is kind of like what this gives off. As far as the finish, the faceplate, as you can tell, I got that. This is like reflective. Only thing that I need to add to my process is some acrylic, not acrylic, clear coat. I need to add a clear coat because I feel like I'm cheating myself. My helmets come out great, but I just feel like adding a clear coat, for some reason I can't think of the word, but like it brings some kind of realism to the helmets. I don't know how to describe it, but when you see a helmet like this, but then when you see it with acrylic or with the polish on it, it just makes that much bigger of a difference. It just looks more screen use, so I got to add that into my process as well. The finishing on the helmet, and I got it all down, got it all the like cook out, like the face. Like I said, the face looks a million times better. Even under these eyes, just a lot smoother. But I did leave some of the cracks and lines in. Now, you guys should know every single video I make, all my helmets are 2. I'm always showing you guys how to hide those lines. But in this helmet, since this was my first wearable helmet, I still wanted to tell that story. So if you haven't seen The Batman Who Laughs, definitely check that video out. But I don't want to forget, basically, that this was my first helmet. So all of these pieces, all of this mess that went on inside, that'll be there, but I still want this to tell the story that this was my first helmet, so I left some of that in there. Still, it's not blatant. I could have did one coat of Bondo over most of this, and it would have just went away. But I said, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. I got it at least looking very decent, very presentable, especially in the face. But I still want to remember my first helmet. I can't take my eyes off this. Like the red of this, like there's times where I leave my props in like a closet, so that way like the fumes of the spray paint don't get like all through the house. And every time I open that up as I'm working on a project, it's like boom. Like this one I can't stop looking at. Like there's a certain, I don't know, with making this stuff, you just like certain things that you make, you just can't help but stare at because they just look so damn good, and this is definitely one of them. So with the red LED eyes, this thing is definitely gonna pop, and it's something that I would actually like wear. Like most of this stuff just stays here and collects dust, so I have to clean it off. But this is definitely something that I would take outside. So without further ado, waiting on Amazon, let's get into these LED eyes. guys think about the eyes. It's my first time doing it. This thing, like, oh my goodness. Alright, as I mentioned, these eyes I'm going to be switching out for some red ones. But again, I just wanted to show you guys just how it's going to look, basically. I'll go more into depth on how I got them in there in my next video, which is going to be this one right here, Mr. Beast helmet. So definitely check that video out. Still got this on. This is actually a cool thing to have, a little stocking. When I first started, if you guys see my older videos, I had shorter hair. Now I'm going to be dreading up my hair or locking my hair. So yeah, that's the difference. That's why this comes in handy. But this was a great challenge. Just switching it from what it was to what it is now. Like I said through the video, I really can't even stop looking at this. And now with the eyes in there, I kind of don't even want to take it out. But I know it's going to look a million times more better in there. So thank you guys for watching. This is BZ Comics on how to take old print that maybe didn't come out the best and switch it up to new. One more thing. Yes, I can see.